what can be done then when we're in a meeting and we're seeing that a team member isn't contributing as much or isn't contributing at all? What are some of the things that we could be doing when we're in the space that you're talking about?
If you're in a meeting and you see that somebody's not participating, it's important to understand why they're not participating. So first, even though I'm talking about a lot about manipulating energy, it's important to note that not everybody needs to shoot up to Muppet-like energy, right? You don't have to, doesn't have to be a 10. That's kind of crazy in a room if everybody's a 10. What we're talking about is taking somebody who's naturally a 3 or 4, who might be more introverted or quiet, and knocking them up to a 4 or a 5. And taking those people who are naturally 8, 9s, maybe even 10s, and pushing them down to, let's say, a 5 or a 6 or a 7. You know, if everybody's operating at, let's say, 5 and 6 and 7, then we're at the same place we need to be. And there's where we can sort of police each other. And that's where we also feed off of each other, because energy becomes kinetic. And that energy of the group then starts becoming more and more, and then momentum takes place. So in a group, if you see somebody not participating, see if you can assess the situation. Is it because there's something wrong? You can see that their countenance, their facial expression, you know, maybe something important just happened right before the meeting and they're in their heads, they're just trapped a little bit and they're unable to participate, which happens. You know, the brain's a very powerful tool and it can do a lot of different things, including force us to get in our heads. Maybe they're steamrolled. You know, maybe there's a couple people in the group who are just moving so quickly that they are railroading people. They're just running right over them and no one else can speak. You know, maybe when these quiet people get the chance to talk, they're choosing not to talk. I have nothing to say. You know, maybe you see them on their computers instead of engage with people. So here are some rules, if you will, some hints to help this. Turn off technology. Close the computers, turn off your phone, leave them in a bucket at the door. Everybody put them in the same box, everyone's equal here. If somebody needs to have their phone on because there's an emergency, fair enough. That can happen sometimes. Communicate that so everyone knows that this has to stay next to me because my wife could give birth any minute and I have to leave. Okay, great. We don't want you to miss the birth of a child. Fair enough. Otherwise, shut it. Close it. Because if your mind is here, or even pen to paper, if it's down here, where are you putting your energy? You're putting it here or here or here. So instead of putting it here, put it on each other. Bring a scribe in the corner of the room. Let that individual record all the important information that's brought out. Get people up on their feet. Get them standing with each other. If somebody's not participating because they're being steamrolled, I'd go first to the steamrollers. And if I can, I do it before the meeting and say, you're great at this. You bring a lot of ideas to the table. I want you to direct some of your energy and make sure Tom is participating. Let's make sure that he's really active and engaged and involved. Let's team up on this so that he's there, because he's brilliant. He needs to speak. If I can as well, I'll talk to Tom before the meeting. Say, Tom, you have to talk. Just get out there. Say one thing early. This is a key. Say one thing early, fast. Think of getting into a swimming pool. You know, what's the easiest way to get into a swimming pool? Tiptoe your way in? Jump in, dive in. As soon as you get in, you start acclimating to the water. And once you acclimate to the water, especially with other people in there, you start having fun. And collaboration, idea sharing, meetings are very much like getting into a swimming pool. Sometimes you got to tiptoe. Okay, that's a way to do it. Maybe not every time. Maybe if you're a little quiet, you haven't said something for a while, jump in, dive in, cannonball in. Third way, get pushed in. We have to take care of each other. Everybody has to police each other. And if you put that as one of the laws of the land, you are responsible for each other. Everybody must participate equally across the board. Then now you have people holding each other accountable. And so you don't have to do as a leader. Everyone's going to do. We haven't heard from Tom in a while. I've been thinking about this. He knows that he's going to be pushing the pool already. It's the law of the land. It's stated clearly. He knows what to expect. Because ultimately, like I said before, if you don't participate in a meeting that's supposed to be 100% participation, what value do you bring? Just your sheer presence, you're so powerful that sitting quietly inspires people around. Really? I don't know. I challenge that one. So if you can, then direct in real time. If you have the power, do it beforehand, because then you set yourself up for success in the meeting itself.